If all of this is accurate, Diddy must be working extremely hard to salvage a situation. But you want to know who is done? Yo, Miami. Did Diddy secretly marry his baby mama, Dana, in an attempt to stop her from testifying against him? This is the same Dana that he allegedly hired back in the day as a cybersecurity expert to spy on Kim Porter's child. I mean, it's kind of suspicious that she unfollowed Diddy after the secret wedding rumors, but let's just get right to business. Love's okay. For those who recall, Diddy revealed that welcomed a surprise child daughter-in-law, Sean Combs, back in December 2022. And while the mother's identity was originally kept a secret, Dana Tran was revealed as Love's mother after TMZ got a hold of the birth certificate. Since then, Dana has been posting a lot with baby Love. And to celebrate her 1.5 birthday, she captioned a couple of videos of Love Time. Be still, my heart can't take how fast this thing is all going. Happy 1.5 birthday to my baby girl. My only regret is not holding you more, because everyone said I spoil you too much. There is no such thing. New moms hold that baby, it goes by so fast. Adds family friends take those random videos and pics of mom holding baby in that newborn stage, even if mom says no, cause I always felt a mess and said no to pics, and now I have very few to look back on now. Despite sharing a child with Diddy, not much is known about Dana, except the fact that she works in the cybersecurity industry and appears to be based near Newport Beach, California, where Love was born. There have also been reports that she is a high-ranking cyber official of Malaysia. And there was an alleged tea that Dana also worked as an accomplice to Diddy and helped him spy on Kim Porter. I mean, that would justify why they are still so tight, right? If Dana was actually the one behind spying on Kim, I bet she knows a whole lot about what Diddy has been doing over the years. The thing is, Diddy has never confirmed having a relationship with Dana, but there are reports claiming that he secretly married her. And it doesn't help that Dana was spotted with a large diamond ring on her finger in her latest Instagram posts, fueling the allegations even further. Anyway, according to reports, Diddy and Dana got a lot closer since all the scandals broke, and despite many people leaving Diddy and cutting all ties with him, Dana has stood by him. So Diddy flew Dana and their daughter to Hawaii to celebrate her 1.5 birthday. And while there, Diddy allegedly surprised Dana with an impromptu wedding ceremony. But the question is, was the marriage forced on her to prevent her from testifying against Diddy? Cause the way things have been going, I'm assuming marriage would be the last thing on Diddy's mind. Unless, of course, he's up to something like spousal privileges during the trial. Baby, we've read and heard enough to know that if Dana really is Diddy's cyber guru, then Diddy would do literally anything to make sure that she doesn't spill any tea. And by now, we've already established that people who dated Diddy were forced to do things they never wanted to do. For starters, there's how we already have an extensive record of the things Kim Porter had to go through when she was with Diddy. One of those is that when Diddy was hit with the 7th lawsuit by April Lambros, she accused him of forcing himself on her multiple times, including one time when Diddy forced her to hook up with Kim Porter as he watched and got off on them. Speaking of Kim, there was also Cola, who talked about how Cassie let herself be flaunted in Kim's face and laughed at how Diddy was treating Kim in her own home. She even said that she will never forget the time that Kim told her that Diddy tried to make her lick the tampon that Cassie had. Additionally, we had even more horrifying accounts from the Rolling Stone article with Mark Curry discussing what he personally witnessed, saying that at 400 in the morning, Diddy brought Cassie, who was essentially a teenager, into his bedroom where Kim was sleeping. Diddy then woke Kim up and told her to get out of the bed so Cassie could get in it. Cola also talked about another occasion at 400 in the morning. How certain are we that Dana Tran hasn't gone through some of the things that Kim allegedly went through, or the ones that Cassie also had to go through? I remember Kim used to go through a lot of stuff, and if you live around them, you get to see the toxic relationship. I believe every relationship he had that I experienced around him was like that. In her lawsuit, Cassie described how Diddy would sometimes lose control of his temper, how he would kick and stomp her, how she would often end up in the hospital, how she would lose her memory as a result of Diddy's physical abuse, and how he would force her to hook up with a series of men while filming their encounters close to the end of their relationship in 2018. Of course, there is also the video that shows Diddy and Cassie together at the now-closed Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles, where Cassie would exit her room and walk to the bank of elevators. And Diddy would then grab a towel around. Diddy retrieved a purse and suitcase from the floor near the elevators. And then he turned around and kicked Cassie again as she lay motionless on the floor. After about 4 seconds, he then briefly drags Cassie by her sweatshirt toward her room before walking away. And we later see him literally throwing things at Cassie. Baby, if Diddy was doing these things to Kim and Cassie, I personally see how people would believe that Dana is probably going through the same things and was forced to marry Diddy to prevent her from testifying against him, just like he was probably doing with Karisha, who unfollowed him after news of the secret wedding broke. In fact, as far as Kisha is concerned, followers first noted that in several of the pictures Young Miami has with Diddy, she has white nails. And Cassie said in the lawsuit Diddy made her wear white nails to contrast the skin of the men she was forced to sleep with. People also remembered how Diddy sent Young Miami flowers after an argument and took her on multiple vacations, just like what Cassie described used to happen after they had a fight. Let's also not forget that Lil Rod said in his lawsuit against Diddy that he has evidence of illicit activity, much of which he claimed to have recorded due to the fact that Diddy required him to record him constantly, and that he secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Diddy, his staff, and his guests and people like Miami engaging in serious illegal activity. Specifically when it comes to Miami, remember that Lil Rod claimed Diddy was paying her to be one of the freak-off girls. In addition, Lil Rod appended 25 more pages to his already extensive filing, essentially expounding on Diddy's fondness for pink Coca-Cola, also referred to as Tukey, and how Kisha worked as a transporter. The lawsuit further stated that plaintiff and the Combs Rico enterprise were practicing for something in the West Festival. Plaintiff. The issue is that defendant Sean Combs needed Tukey, but Brendan forgot, so defendant Christina Curum called Young Miami, who then delivered it on the private plane from Miami. Jones personally watched Mr. Combs do a couple lines of Coca-Cola in his dressing area. Lil Rod also said that Combs Rico Enterprise did a lot of procuring, transporting, and distributing of various illegal substances, and these substances found their way into carry-on luggage during both national and international travels, including trips facilitated by Young Miami on behalf of Diddy, while people were speculating that Kisha was being forced to do these things for Diddy, just like Dano was allegedly forced to marry Diddy to prevent her from testifying against him. Okay, I know we've also had reports saying that there is no truth to reports that Diddy secretly married Dana Tran, but where Diddy is involved we can never be too sure, and especially when we consider the allegation that Dana may have been the one who was spying on Kim Porter for Diddy. But